Sekhmet, the power of your period. For centuries, menstruation has been cast into shadow, called inconvenient, shameful, hidden. But what if we told another story? A story where bleeding was power, where blood was fire. Your menstruation was a sacred rite of passage. This story belongs to Sekhmet. They call her a goddess of war, of destruction, of fierce fire. But she is more. She is also the protector of the womb, the healer of sacred blood, the force of renewal. And she rises now to remind us your period is not a burden, it is a blessing. It is fire. It is the rhythm of creation and rebirth. It's time to reclaim your power of your cycle, and Sekhmet will lead the way. Welcome, Sacred Soul. You have entered the Dark Mother Mystery School, a sanctuary where we unravel the deepest truths of the dark feminine. Who am I? I am Shadow Moon, priestess, oracle, and head mistress of the Sacred Mystery School, a space where we reclaim lost feminine wisdom, honor the divine Dark Mother, and restore balance to a world that has forgotten its roots. Here, we do not fear the darkness. We embrace it as a source of transformation. If you are ready to awaken, reclaim, and step fully into your power, then you are in the right place. Subscribe to join the journey and let the mysteries unfold before you. Lesson 1: Ministration as a sacred fire rite. In the temple of ancient priestesses, menstrual blood was honored. It was understood as sacred, a vessel of life force itself. Women did not hide, they bled in red tents, offered their sacred flow back to the earth. Menstruation is more than a biological function, it is a spiritual fire, a ritual of transformation, release, and renewal. And Sekhmet, she teaches us that this fire does two things: it destroys and it purifies. Each month, your womb follows the cycle. It burns away the old, it releases stagnation, it prepares the body for renewal. Excuse me. It prepares the body for renewal. This is not just science, this is the divine rhythm of creation itself. Lesson 2: How patriarchy broke our womb connection. Let me tell y'all, patriarchy has done a number on us women. And before we get into the meat of this, let's define what patriarchy is. Patriarchy is a social system where men hold dominant power and privilege, often leading to gender inequality. It's a, it's a system of relationships, beliefs, and values that structures society around male domination, restricting women's access to power and privilege, which led to biblical and religious patriarchy that have traditionally conceptualized God as male, and men are often seen as superior to women. And we all know that that is a lie. But anyway, let me get back to my script. So they wrote stories, laws, and in many Abrahamic religious texts, they blamed Eve for the fall of man and cursed her womb as punishment. Can you believe that? They cursed the woman. Anyway, religious doctrine teaches, religious doctrine calls bleeding unclean. Women were banished, silenced, stripped of their power. The sacred fire administration was covered in shame, and slowly women forgot their connection to their womb. They made us fear our cycles. They made us hate our menstrual cycle, bodies, and even ourselves. Sekhmet was feared for her wildness, her untamed fire. They said she was too much and too dangerous, too angry, too wild. But in truth, she was too free. And it is time to free ourselves as well. Lesson 3: Reconnecting to the womb through fire. The womb is a place of fire and fertility, a sacred cauldron of transformation. As we step into the energy of Sekhmet, we step into our own untamed power. Menstruation is not weakness, it is strength. It's the rhythm of life itself. So, how do we reconnect? How do we reclaim our womb? not as a place of pain or shame, but as a temple of fire and deep wisdom. Well, to reclaim your womb, you first must reclaim fire, because fire purifies, it transforms, and it awakens. And within each of us, there's a sacred fire burning just below the surface, waiting to be honored once more. Sekhmet shows us how to rise, how to burn away shame, and step into our sacred rhythm. Ways that you can do this is that you can create a menstrual altar. A menstrual altar serves as a space to honor your cycle, and you can also invoke Sekhmet's energy here. How do you build one? Basically, you could put whatever you choose to put on your to put on your altar to represent you in your menstrual cycle. Like you could do a red candle, um, or a gold candle to symbolize Sekhmet's fiery presence. As the flame burns, you can visualize it igniting your inner strength. You can also use crystals for womb power. So you can place bloodstone and red jasper. They're powerful stones for womb vitality. Bloodstone enhances circulation and purification, while red jasper grounds and strengthens your connection to your body. And if you don't want to put it on your altar, you could definitely carry it with you or put it on your body whenever you're on your menstrual cycle. Personally, I like to walk around with stones in my bra. That's just me. That's what I do. And it's not noticeable or anything because they're small. And then you can also do a womb invocation. You can stand before your altar, place your hands on your lower belly, and say, I honor my cycle. I honor my fire. I honor my transformation. And even without having an altar, if you can afford one, your body is the altar. Your body's the temple. So you can just do all of this and not have to have the materials, but you can just do this just by honoring yourself. Speak loving words over yourself in order to honor your womb. And then you can also eat fire foods. Certain foods fuel your womb's vitality by stimulating circulation and warmth. So, a good thing to eat is ginger. Like I like to put ginger in my tea. Ginger is a natural anti-inflammatory that supports digestion and blood flow. You can sprinkle a little bit of cayenne pepper in there as well. It boosts circulation and metabolism, and it helps your body process hormonal shifts. Now, don't go overrated because cayenne pepper is hot and spicy, so just a little bit goes a long way. You can eat like raspberries. Raspberries are rich in antioxidants and nutrients that nourish your reproductive health, and other fire foods such as turmeric, cinnamon, and garlic as well. Also enhance the warmth and purification. Now, of course, I should not need to do this, but you definitely know if you are allergic to any of these things, do not consume. And then you can also do what they call is lion's breath. And this is a powerful yogic breathing technique that releases tension and awakens your inner strength. So what you do is you sit comfortably with your spine straight. You inhale through your nose, filling your belly with air, and then you exhale forcefully through your mouth while sticking your tongue out and saying ah out loud. So you go ha ha ha. And I know this sounds a little crazy, and you probably like, what the hell? But listen, this definitely works, y'all. So you want to repeat these lion's breath like 4 to 6 times. Don't do it too much because it can make you lightheaded. And while you're doing this, you want to visualize Sekhmet's fire burning away any stagnation and shame that you may carry about your menstrual cycle. And then also, y'all, I recommend if you're able to rest when you're on your menstrual cycle. Sit down somewhere. Like if you don't have to work, please make this day a day that is just a day for time out. Because you know what, your menstruation is a time for deep restoration. And instead of pushing through exhaustion and trying to get everything done, just take a day off, embrace slowness on this day. And so I say that you can gather like your favorite things that make you feel comfortable and loving. And so you can get like a blanket and you can wrap yourself in soft, warm fabrics to create like a cocoon for comfort. You can also take a healing bath. You can soak in some warm water, um, infused with like rose petals or lavender or even Epsom salt to help your muscles relax and to ease your cramps. Now, if you do have high blood pressure, you don't need to use Epsom salt because that can elevate your blood pressure. And then also just move with slowness. Like reduce your strenuous activity. This is not the time to be doing a straight full out workout. No, ma'am. What you can do during this time is do like some gentle yoga, journal, meditate, but do not be out here trying to run full marathons, y'all. Don't do that. Allow yourself to rest and just be. And then you could also massage your womb with warmth. You can use castor oil. This is a ancient practice for womb healing and detoxification. So you can warm the oil, rub it on your belly. You want to use, if you're using castor oil, you want to use cold pressed castor oil, because that's the best type to use. And just do a gentle circular motion on your belly and massage it slowly, clockwise motions. And this is the time where you can also speak to your belly, you speak to your womb. And trust me, y'all, I talk to my womb all the time. I be like, girl, what's going on? Like, what's up? Like, I talk to her like she's my best friend. And that's how I want y'all to get intimate with yourself and with your body. Because your womb is like you know how they talk about the third eye. But listen, your womb is like your first eye, really, because she will speak to you, she will let you know what's going on. She will not actually say out loud, with words, but she will send you messages. So get to know her. um and like I said, you can speak positive affirmations like you are sacred, you are powerful, you are whole. And then also use heat therapy. Place a warm towel or a hot water bottle over your belly. Y'all make sure it's not too hot. You don't want to burn yourself. To enhance the absorption and for relaxation. I have like this little menstrual belt, heating pad belt that I bought off of Amazon, which is really nice because it wraps around my belly and I don't have to worry about it staying in place. I can get up, move around or whatnot. So use heat therapy. And each of these practices help you to reconnect with your menstrual cycle. And it transforms your menstrual cycle from something to endure into something to celebrate. Sekhmet's fire is not just destruction, it's a renewal, power, and sacred transformation. Lesson 4, why we need Sekhmet now. Let's see, y'all. So the word tells us to shrink, to silence our pain, to hide our power. And Sekhmet teaches us to rise and to remind us that your cycle is holy, your blood is holy, your fire is sacred. And it's time to reclaim what has always been ours, the wisdom of our womb, the untamed power within, and the fierce rhythm of fire and renewal. So let Sekhmet guide you. Let her awaken your fire. Let your period be your celebration. So if this message resonates with you, please share it with a sister who needs to remember her power, her feminine wisdom. And just know that I really appreciate everyone who comes and watches my videos, who likes and comments. I really appreciate y'all because it does take some time for me to put these videos together. A lot of work and attention goes into these videos. Of course, I get my downloads from our great mother, but it does take time to really put these videos together. Like one 15-minute video can be a 3-hour process of gathering information, making sure that what I'm telling y'all is right, because I want to make sure that I provide y'all with good information, legit information. And so I really take time in putting these videos together. So I really appreciate y'all for watching through all the way to the end, for liking and commenting. Like, it really means something to me because I really do want to build community here. And my purpose is in doing this is because I feel like had I had this when I was younger, this would have helped me out so much. It would have been just life changing, really. So this is Shadow Moon, head mistress of the Dark Mother Mystery School, signing off. Class is dismissed.